Hi everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make this Tweety Bird design. I've tried so hard to make him smaller. Just to show you in comparison, this is the original Tweety Bird that I made a couple months back, and I think he's a little bit too large, but we use them as puppets, so we have fun with them. So I'm going to show you how to make this one. I'm going to use the exact same colors today, and which is yellow jelly, and that is about 119 bands even for this little guy. And the orange is 64 bands. There are 3 black bands, 2 turquoise jellies for the eyes, and 2 white inside for the eyes. And I will be using 1 loom, and our loom is going to be in its original position with the arrows facing down. I'm going to show you how to do the body parts and how to attach them. Just so you know, he does sit on his own. So I hope you enjoy. I am going to start by doing his legs. So we will be using orange bands and double bands. So we're going to go down the loom 5 times. So that's 1, 2, oops, I broke a band, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to take double bands and we're going to go from the right down to the middle. Now we're going to take double bands and go down 3 times on the right. So that's 1, 2, and 1 more. 3. Now we're going to go down the middle twice. 1, 2. We're going to close it off from the middle down to the right and get a push down. Now we're going to cap the end 3 times with a single band. 1, 2, 3. Push down. I'm going to take a single band and make a triangle in the middle, and it's going to be doubled. So you can do it by hand or doubled on your actual loom. So now we're ready to loop up. So reaching in, grabbing the top 2 bands, and bring it to the center. I'm going to reach back in and go up 1, 2, and 3. Now going in the center, we're going to go up, again, and bringing these to the side. Now loop all the way up, reaching in, and remove off the loom. So here's his foot, and you can put to the side. If you'd like, you can stick your feet at the bottom of the loom, just at the end of your loom, and we will leave that for now. I will show you how to do another one. So again, double bands, go down 5 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to go from the right down to the middle. Now taking double bands, go down the right 3 times. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Going down in the middle, we're going to go down twice. 1, 2. Closing it off from the middle down to the right. Taking a single band, we're going to cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. We are going to do a triangle with a single holding band. I'm just going to twist it and double it. Now we're ready to loop up, reaching in, grabbing the top 2, and go to the center. Reach back in, and go up 1, reach in, 2, and reach in, and 3. Going back to the center, we're going to loop up and to the right. Now just loop up all the way to the top. Careful, you're only grabbing the 2 bands, and go all the way to the top. And you can remove off the loom. And you can put it at the end if you'd like. Now we're going to do the arms with using yellow bands. We're going to go down the loom 6 times with double bands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to cap the end with a single band 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And now just loop up, reaching in, 1, all the way to the top. And you can place to the side. I'll just use the end of the loom. Now you can pause the video and make another one, and you can use the peg here on your loom. So now we're going to start with the face. I'll be using double bands, and we're going to start at the top. So from our left up to the middle, and on the other side. We're going to go down the loom 4 times on the right with double bands. 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the left, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to close it off. So we're going to go from our left down to the middle, and our middle to the right. I have some broken bands. That was from earlier today. And close it off. Now you want to complete the middle by going down. So I'm just going to push the ends down and then complete. Oops, I lost a band, sorry. Just going to get another one. And all the way to the end. So that was 5 placed all the way down. I'm just going to give everything a push down. And now I'm going to show you where to put the holding bands. So I'm going to use a single, and we're going to make a triangle right at the top here. So we're going to skip this area right here and go down. We are going to skip this area, and we're going to put a triangle here. So this, oops, sorry. So this triangle is on your 4th peg going down. So we just skipped the 3rd peg area down. And now we're going to add one more at the bottom. Okay, and we're going to push down our holding bands. Now we're going to do the face extension, which I learned to do this from PG Lumacy. It's an excellent technique. I thank him very much for this because I have tried so hard to do this face. And so I'll be using his extension technique. And of course I'm using the whole figure technique that he invented using rubber bands. So thank you. So I will be using double bands to do the extension. And I am going to put it just in an area right here. We're just going to go down twice in this area. So you can come at the bottom of your loom here. Using double bands, we're going to go down once and then again. Just like that. I'm going to use a single band and I'm going to cap this area 3 times. Oh, sorry, twice. 1 and 2, just 2 times. We're going to loop up. So reaching in, you wanted to hold those bands down so you don't lose them. Reach in, and you can remove off the loom. So this is what you have. Now what you're going to do is take the end part, which is your capped band that we wrapped around twice, and you're going to attach it on the 4th peg going down on your left. Those were the cap bands. Now the other bands we're just going to stretch down and place right there on the 5th peg going down, so the end. We're going to do this again using double bands. Go down twice. 1 and 2. Taking a single band, we're going to cap it twice. So go around one more time. 1 and then 2. Reaching in, we're going to grab the bands, hold your cap band down because it's not very tight, and loop up and remove. So now we're going to place this on the other side, so on the right. So I am just going to turn my loom around, and we're going to take the cap band. Sorry, I'm going to turn it again. I shouldn't have turned it. Okay, so I'm going to take the cap band and I'm going to place it on the 4th peg going down on the right, and the part that's on my loom, on my hook, I'm going to put on the 5th peg on the loom. So it should look like that. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to do the eyes. So I'll be using turquoise jelly and 2 white. So I'm going to use my hook, and I'm going to use the 1 turquoise jelly, and I'm going to wrap it around 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Taking a single white, I'm going to wrap it around my hook twice on either side. So 1, 2, 1, and 2. Taking another turquoise jelly, I'm going to wrap it around 4 times again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And a single white, twice on each side. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Taking a single yellow, I'm going to slide these bands on. Oops, I lost it. See? It's easy to lose it. Give me 1 second. So back where I left off, we're just sliding them on. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we're going to add it to the third peg going down on the left and the third peg going down on the right. I'm just going to use my hook and I'm just going to separate. So what's going to happen here, we want to get the middle of this band and attach it in here. So I'm just going to put my hook through. Can you see that? And I'm just going to bring it around this hook. So one part of the single band is on this side and one band is on this side. So again, I just put my hook in the middle of the band and put it through. So now I'm going to show you how to do the body, and we're going to start off with the neck area using yellow bands, and we're going to use 3 bands for the neck from here to here. Now double bands, we're going to do the shoulders on either side. So center down to the right and then center down to the left, push down. Now we're going to go down on the right 3 times. 1, 2, and 1 more. 3. I'm going to go down once on the left. We need to go down 3, but my arms are in the way, so I'm going to remove the arm and place it on now at the shoulder area and my other one on the opposite side. And you might want to give a push down. Continuing down the loom 2 more times on the left. So we have a total of 3. And now closing it off, we're going to go left down to the center and then on the other side. Now completing the middle with double bands. And 1 more. I'm going to put holding bands now, so single holding bands in the body area and just making a triangle. So 1 and 2 and 1 more. And push down. Now I'm going to show you how to do the tail. So the tail I'll be using yellow. So the tail's in the back. And we're going to use double bands. And we're going to go down once. Sorry, twice. Forgive me. 1 second. We're going to go down from here to here. So just like this, 1 down and 1 to the center. And now we're going to close it off. And taking a single band, we're going to cap here 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're ready to loop up, so getting your hook, reach in, grabbing the top 2 bands that are going up to the center, reach back in, and now from the center to the right. Now you want to take 2 bands, double bands, and we're going to slide in and we're going to grab these bands, but we are not going to do a slip knot quite yet. So we're just reaching in, grabbing the double bands and putting the other end on your hook. and remove. So this is what you should have. So now here we're going to do a slip knot. So we're just going to take the two ends and go over and do a little slip knot here. If we did this on the loom, it makes it tight and then the elastics are stretched. So now your tail is going to start to curl. This curl part, we don't want to face, we want it to go this way. So if we have it this way, the tail is going to start to curl forward. So we want the tail to curl towards the back. So I'm going to take this off my hook and just switch sides very carefully. So all I did was just basically turn it around and then attach to my loom so that my tail is going towards the back. Now it depends really which way your tail is going, so you can just see. If I'm holding it, you want to see which way it curls. So that's all. Okay? So now we're going to attach the legs to the end. So reaching in and put at the end of your loom, reaching in, and the other side. Now I'm just going to show you one trick. Mine is working out, so just in case that yours didn't, my feet, you have a left foot and a right foot, and they go in opposite directions. You want to make sure that your feet are that way too. Like when I originally did this round part, they're both going the same way. So now you can see that the round part is facing out the right and the other round part is facing towards the left. So if it's not and it's turned, just take it off and turn it around. So now I'm going to show you how to do the beak, and I'm going to show you how to do it on the loom. All it is 4 bands, single bands, wrapped around 4 times, and then I slid them onto double orange bands. So you can do it by hand. I will show you how to do it on the loom. So taking one single yellow band, I'm just going to go on the peg below my foot here. I need to go down twice. Taking my hook, I'm going to take a single band and wrap it around 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to take another one and do that again 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now taking double bands, I'm going to slide these on. So just take them. And now we're going to attach to the loom. Now we're going to take a single band and wrap it around the end as a capping band 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Push down. And again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now before we loop, we want to loosen up some tension because this is going to be tension right here. So the last thing you want to do is break your bands. So reach in, grabbing your double bands, and loop forward. Loop up the yellow. Reaching in, we're going to remove this off the loom. And there is one beak, one part of the beak. So we're going to attach this to the 4th peg going down on the left. So I'm just going to remove one end. It's easier for me. And put it on the loom. So now what we're going to do is we have to make this area tighter. So the single yellow band that we slid this beak on, I'm just going to go at the top part, so the top, and I'm going to bring this and just make it like a loop around the peg. So again, I'll show you, I'll just let that go. Reaching in, grabbing that one piece of band, I'm just going to go around the loom. So it's tied around. I need to do that on this side. So going on the left, reaching in, grabbing the single elastic that the beak is on. I'm going to go around. So it just made a loop around the peg. So that way it is tighter. Now we're going to do the bottom part of the beak, getting a single yellow, a single orange, and wrap it around your hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, another one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Taking double orange elastics, we're going to slide them on. This is acting as capping bands. It's the same effect as if you were to put capping bands. So taking a single orange, we're going to cap the end 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Push down, and again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm just going to loosen some tension up, reaching in, grabbing my elastics, and looping forward. Now remove off the loom, and here's the other part. So we're going to attach this piece on the same pegs, on the 4th going down. So this is just easier for me when I remove one end off. And we're just going to give it a slight push down, nice and neat, because we're going to turn this single yellow elastic now. So the same thing, we're going to grab the elastic that this last beak part is on, reach in, just grabbing that one, and go around. On the other side, grabbing and loop around. Okay, we're done. So now we're ready to loop up. So reaching in where your tail is at the bottom, we're going to grab the top 2 bands, holding your tail down, and loop forward. Reaching in, grabbing the next 2, and to the right. Reaching in, go to the left. Now I'm just going to loop up the right, so reaching in, in. I'm going to move my arm out of the way. On the left side now. And up the middle. And now the neck. Now the face area, we're going to get the top 2 bands and they're going to the middle. We're going to reach back in, getting the top 2, and they're going to the right. Reaching in to the left. Now I'm going to reach in on the right, grabbing the bottom 2 bands not the extensions. Sorry. And here, so just loop up. So here I'm going to loosen this up because there's going to be tension here. And you don't want to break your bands. So now reach in and loop forward. Reaching in, do not grab the eye band. And to the center. Now I'm going to do this on the left side. So reaching in, grabbing the bottom bands and loop up. Here I'm going to loosen it up. So just reaching in, moving it around, and go up. Reaching in, don't grab the eye band. Reach in, and reach all the way to the top. So now this is just going to be a little bit tricky, but these beaks, we don't want to loop on top. So we're going to move them out of the way, and I'm going to loop this one just on this peg and bring my beaks back. Reaching in and just go up. Okay, he's done. So what we're going to do is this is where you need a black band and a yellow band. So I'm going to do a slip knot with a yellow band. So I'm going to reach in, grab the band, and just do a slip knot. So grabbing the far end over and making a knot. And now we're going to do this with a black one, so we can cut the black one. Reaching in and just make a slip knot. You want to bring your black to the back part. And now you can remove off the loom. Okay, so you can bring the eyes to the front, fix it up a bit, the beak, the tail, so with the tail part, I am just going to take these bands in the back, so these double bands, and I'm just going to put the tail through them. On the other side, grabbing double bands just in the back and put my tail through those. Sorry, just once. And fix everything and just pull the tail to the back. Sorry, I just put one double loop around the tail. Sorry about that. Okay, so he's pretty much fixed. So now what you want to do is just hide the yellow. Just hide it in the back. You can get a pair of scissors, which I probably should do that now. Okay, so if you want to get a pair of scissors, you can pause the video. And I will be cutting the end piece of the black just like that. And now I'm going to show you how to make this. You can add this if you'd like. This is the eyelashes above the eyes. So all you need is a single yellow and two black. And all it is a slip knot on each end. So I'm going to do this by hand. So we're going to take a single yellow and a single black. And we're just going to slide it on grabbing the other end of the black and do a slip knot. Okay, so I'm just going to fix the elastics, turn them around like that. So now we're going to do the other side. So grabbing the yellow, the single yellow, and a black. And we're going to do a slip knot. Okay, so if it's turned and you just play around with the elastic, they'll be okay. So now we're going to, all we're going to do is reach in through the back, above the eye, grabbing one end of the black and bringing it towards, pulling it through to the back. Just like that. So now I'm going to go in the back, going through just whatever elastic's there, just pulling, going underneath, and I'm going to take the end of this black just to support it, and I'm going to bring it through those bands. So it's just underneath the bands. Now going to the front, above the eye, and grabbing the black and bringing it towards the front. If your elastics are curling down, you just move it around until they're facing up. Then taking your scissors, be careful that you don't cut your yellow bands, and just play with it around, and it will fall into place. Now as for the face extension piece, where your extensions are, just take your hook and just give it a stretch. Your extensions that we put on the face, they will be now at the side, so it sticks out, or you can just kind of use your hands. And I lost my eyelashes. Maybe we should have really did this first. Pull up the face. So I'm just bringing my eyelashes back. And fixing it again. Okay, so I'm just gonna, so then you can just play around with it, fix it up, move the eyes around, and we're done. I hope you enjoyed Looming with Cheryl. I have a lot more designs to load, so please subscribe down at the bottom, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.